So I do utilize a lot notebooks, physical notebooks like this one from OrbitKey, but also I'm now moving into this one from Logby to list, no, not to list, but to jot down notes either during work or during the day for to-dos and stuff like that. But I also kind of want to utilize these notebooks more as a somewhat of a brain dump where I can just jot down notes real quick or train of thoughts real quick in a physical media, because I'm still faster writing on with pen and paper instead of using the keyboard on my phone. I also use a lot note-taking apps on my phone, so don't get me wrong, I still do that as well. And I'm at the moment kind of trying to figure out a good system of utilizing both, especially because I'm planning out a trip to Bangkok in the future, and I noticed that I have two to-do lists and two shopping lists or multiple shopping lists on either the notebook and on my note app. And I noticed, oh no, these are not in sync. So I put down an order for example, I have a travel med kit and I needed to order some stuff for the travel med kit because I'm going to a Muay Thai training. So I want to be prepared with some kinds of good to have kind of meds. And I have this note-taking app. So I was on a computer looking at my note-taking app, filling out the order, send it off. And then I noticed, oh no, I left off a couple of things that I jotted down in my notebook and totally forgot to synchronize. So I need somewhat of a workflow where I kind of manually sync whatever I put down into my notebook and jot it down over to my note-taking app. This notebook here, the OrbitKey one, is almost full. It's filled up with work notes and notes from as I said, my brain dump and daily to-dos and stuff like this. This is filled up because it's full of work notes. I cannot show it to you, but because this is full, I will move now to a different notebook. And I'm kind of thinking about a system to improve my physical note-taking. And this is not yet a final method that I want to do, but I want to kind of lay it out and verbalize it, not only for you to listen, but more importantly for me to see, okay, does this make sense? And once I incorporate it in my daily life, I will come back with a different video and let you know how this works out. So the first thing that I really wanted to implement and that I already done 2 days ago with this OrbitKey, although this notebook is already full, but I did it anyway, is to numberize the pages. And more importantly, from front to back, I did it in the lower right corner with even numbers. So I put all of the even numbers here, and then I flipped it over, and I did that the same way again at the right bottom corner. So if I look at it from the right orientation, on the top here, there will be a number that is top to bottom. Reason being is why I did that is I want to start from front to back with either personal or work notes. I'm not sure yet in which order I do it. So when I have it in the right orientation, I basically can see all my personal notes. And then if I flip it over and basically write from the back to the front, top kind of turned around, but still in a somewhat normal orientation, I get to it in just a second, I write down again the other types of note from the back to the front. So because if I would keep it the regular way, okay, I tried to hold my mic. So if I hold it the regular way and I start from the front to the back, obviously this is the orientation that you would read a book. And if I would not flip it over, but then just go here to the back and write from the back of the book to the front, obviously I always have to kind of reverse the page flip. So in my mind, it is better to just flip over the book like so and have the right like front to back orientation and make it a little bit more easier to go write my work notes. Of course, I could just put like a marker here and say like, okay, starting from page 50, it's my work notes. But the downside is that if I don't have as many personal notes as my work notes, at some point maybe I fill up all of the work notes pages, but still have a bunch of pages left for my personal notes. Doing it this way, basically work notes and personal notes move slowly towards each other, and at some point the book is filled up. So that's my thought. Next thing that I want to implement is an index. Not for every single page, but at the front I could say like, okay, this is an important note that I really want to memorize, so that is on page 17. That hopefully makes the utilization and the organization and the what's the noun for to distinguish? Distinguishing factor. So the distinguishing factor is much more easier between personal notes and work notes, because in this I didn't separate them. So on one page I have my personal to do, on the next page I have my work to do, and it got a little bit unorganized and messy. Speaking of organized, also what I want to do is have like a, maybe not daily, but a weekly debrief where I go through my notes and I'm kind of looking, okay, did I write something down that is important enough to transfer to my note-taking app? Because there basically everything stays forever and is easily findable, searchable via the search functionality of the note app. So for example, if I do, like I mentioned in the beginning, I do a to-do or shopping list of what I need to get in the future, my weekly debrief would then just look at the notes that I've taken through the week and then transfer them over to my note-taking app. So maybe every, I don't know, Friday night. Every Friday night I can take, no, maybe Sunday is better, because if I do to-dos for next week, then it makes more sense. So Saturday or Sunday I should do a weekly debrief and then just look at the notes and then transfer them over. Yeah, maybe let's do that. So as you see, I'm still trying to figure that out, but I believe this could be a good method moving forward. So please let me know if you are utilizing physical notebooks in addition to digital note-taking. How do you do that? What's your go-to method of dealing with a physical notebook? And do you have bigger ones? I moved to these smaller ones because I can carry them with me wherever I go. So I've found them to be extremely useful. But what's your go-to? Maybe you have a different book that's bigger and you don't mind the size, or you only do digital. Let me know in the comment section below what is your method of taking notes. And maybe also journaling, because that is definitely something that I used to do a lot many years ago. Maybe I want to get into that back again, but I do like the kind of idea of brain dump, because I do notice at night quite a lot that still a lot of things are going on in my mind, and writing them down does help a lot. So let me know in the comment section below what are your go-tos, and maybe check out my video from yesterday where I talked about my brain being all over the place when I finish work. Check it up here. YouTube thinks they like the video down here, and don't forget to subscribe by clicking the button up here. That way we see each other in the next video. Thank you very much.